What's going on YouTube? This is Dark Moon Tamer here, coming to you live with the blog, episode 43. Today, I decided to make a video featuring if there's such a thing as Vanguard in Friendship and Vanguard. Now, I don't want anybody to take offense to this, what I'm about to say, because, this is about what I'm noticing in the heart, and everyone has their own thoughts and opinions about each person, right? So, if the people who see this video right now, and if they think it's about them, please comment on it and I'll explain everything to you guys. Remember, this is about my emotions, and it's about me, how I'm dealing with such stress. Basically, this is just a rant. A rant, blog, whatever. The law, whatever. Hold on, I need to get some of this. Been having throat problems all day today. And don't think that way either. So what I'm going to do is basically say, I'm going to say certain people's names, and no, I'm not going to actually do that. I'm just going to say basically, in short terms, that I feel like the Vanguard community and the Yu-Gi-Oh community is been divided into two separate groups. One that are complete in the douchebag area, cheaters, liars, and, bullshitters, fighters, yellers, dramas, and all that. Then we have one side that are like the cool people who keeps it real, who's not afraid to speak their mind and all this bullshit, and who's not afraid to, say the things that need to be said and done. I feel like that's the realness versus the fakes. Now, I'm not saying that everybody is a fake or, as real as they can get. But you have to wonder, like, what do they mean to you as a person, as a friend, and as a card fighter, or as a buddy? Well, the thing is, though, is there's not really a friendship towards any card game. But it kind of depends. It varies. Like, you can be best friend with this person who actually introduced you to the game, and you've been best friends ever since high school, or kindergarten, or ever since you were in diapers, if I give a shit about. But then there are some people that will probably change you, which is why I'm kind of thinking there's always been a divide. Like, two of my friends who I was very good friends with, now, I'm not saying there's some problems, but I know there's a lot of people that are already taking this into consideration. But if you guys understood what my feelings were about, because I'm kind of a bit old school. I'm a little bit old school and a little bit demanding and a little bit of everything else spoiled and wrong. In other words. And I'm set in my ways most of the time, because I'm afraid of change. And this will explain a lot, actually. So, there are two people that I used to be very good friends with, and over time I felt like there's one I was very close to, and the other one I was kind of close to, but, we've only been hanging at card shops since I started, like back in 2008 or 2009, all that stuff. So, that kind of brings up to a lot of points. And then now, I felt like things are divided between me and these two people because, maybe we're just growing up, maybe we have a lot of problems, maybe there's someone's being shady, I don't know. But, one of them I used to be very, very good with back in the day. We used to play plans together. We used to, talk and bullshit and hang out most of the times with me or all that stuff, and now it's over time, I feel like our friendship's starting to deteriorate because this is the kind of person who's unfriended me on Facebook, unsubscribed me from my channel and all this, and I still don't get why he did that. I still don't. It puzzles my mind to a pulp. And I think you know who you are because you're the one who unsubscribed me and all this shit. So I hope you have another reason why. And I still want to know why he did it. Maybe because somebody maybe on his Facebook may have a problem with me or see some things that are not big of an issue. Hold on, damn it. Sorry. So, yeah, that's kind of a bit of a shady deal because I don't know, I still don't get what I did to offend him or something, so I have no clue. And then this other person, me and him were once on a team. We were kind of good friends. Not really the best of friends, but good friends. And then drama happened, and I guess so. And then I've noticed a different change in him, like his whole entire change, his whole attitude changed. Maybe he has different thoughts about, opinions about this person or something. But I feel like that's a torn between our friendship because, I guess, like I said, I'm not used to new ways most of the time because, I'm not always that focused about me or them about me. So that's kind of why I'm kind of assuming the worst, or I'm hopefully not assuming the worst. But maybe it's just growing up. I mean, we all grow up. I mean, hell, I'm almost fucking 25 in a couple weeks. Yes, that's not good. But anyways, so in a couple of weeks I'll be 25, and I can see that maybe we're growing up. Maybe there's a lot of things that are different. He works 2 jobs, and I feel bad for the guy, but he needs extra cash. There is more to life than playing Vanguard and Yu-Gi-Oh! I can definitely see that in a heartbeat. I can see that. Because, I want to do modeling, I want to do photography and all this shit, besides playing Vanguard. But when you realize you had friends, and you kind of wish they were sticking around much more, what is driving you to that point that they don't want anything to do with you anymore? Like, they don't want anything to do with you, they're just basically saying, fuck you and fuck off and all this shit. Maybe because it's a group thing, maybe there's a clique forming, I have no clue. Like I said, this is all based on my mind, and not a very good way either. Yeah, so I do have that issue, and I'm probably not used to it, but, I do want to know what I did wrong towards these 2 people. And, yeah. There was going to be 2 others I was going to talk about, but they didn't do nothing wrong to me, not that I could think of. So, yeah. So the third one I'm going to talk about is that this person, I'm going to say his name because he's probably the only name I'm probably calling out, is that Zealous Crow. He plays a huge role in both mine and this other person's, in Soul Eater's, I'm going to say his name anyways now, Soul Eater 88100's problems. And the whole time I thought, because Crow had his big vendetta against me because I was the one that supposedly talked shit behind his back and all this stuff, and all this. If I was going to talk about something to you, what you're doing, I can say it to your motherfucking face. But since you are such a little bitch, I'm going to say it to you on a blog. So, that's what it is. But then I kind of figure out maybe there's some... Like I said, that causes a rift into a lot of people's lives. Like, me and him are not even friends anymore. Me and Crow isn't. Because he's just a whiny little bitch. He thinks he needs to have approval of what people can, say or do, or, all this shit. And he's been kind of a bit of a shady-ass character anyways, so I'm not gonna get front of it, but whatever. Maybe it's because, it's about me, especially, because, lately I've been under so much stress, I'm always tired, and, it's probably normal adult stuff, probably. But, and I'm the kind of person who likes to talk trash and cause some drama, but not really a whole lot. Only if it's necessary. Only if it's completely necessary. Like theatrical drama. But I think that's kind of the reason why me and these guys are not really friends or hang out anymore because of that problem. Because we're not as close as we used to be, because we're just going away. We just don't want anything to do with you or anything like that. So the problem is, my answer is to this whole, if there's friends in Vanguard, the answer is no. And yes. Yes, there's 2 different answers to the same question. Because it's divided. Like I said, the whole thing's been divided. This entire Vanguard community has been divided from the very beginning of time. When the game first came out. Like, there's this person who wants to play for fun and likes to make friends doing it. And on you have the other side, you have people who compete and win and glow about their success. Well, I glow about my success because it's something that I'm very proud of doing. Because I never got that stuff when I was growing up, so, yeah. But, anyways, is this game going to cause a rift between a lot of people? Is this game going to, bring out the worst in people? The answer on that second one, yes. The first one, definitely yes. there will be problems within the community, always. There's always going to be someone better than you. But if you look at it, the person who did the most successful is the one people are going to admire the most. But on the other hand, you got to think of it. You kind of have to think about it. If that person is very successful, but he still wants to be your friend, anyways, no matter what other people say, that's a rarity in some cases, because some of them do not want to be friends with you unless you have like 5,000 subscribers on YouTube or high-priced cards and all this bullshit. Nobody will ever be your friend if you lose a fucking game, especially if you're not on a team. They'll just disown you like that. That's how I kind of see. But you know, and that's how I've always been treated for a while. I mean, there are some people I'm kind of getting noticed by who ask me questions because of a certain controversy. That's how I'm kind of starting to get a little bit more in tune with this. But so I'm not saying I have big beef with a lot of people at the card shop, out at locals. I'm just saying all over the world, people are divided into two separate groups. One who are like celebrity-like, and the other ones who are basically amateuristic that people look down on a lot. And so, friends in Vanguard, maybe not really, but they're acquaintances. Like, I consider these two acquaintances. I consider Crow a fucking enemy for life. He's on my fucking shit list till the day he dies. But other than that, I consider people mostly acquaintances because, you know, having acquaintances, you can talk to them, but you just don't hang out with them like you used to. So maybe there's a lot of things people may quite not understand exactly, because, you know, the game's been divided so much and the game has changed a lot. So people's ideas on teams, friendships, and other ideas on decks, you know, that's them. That's their own idea on what they think. So in my opening or my closing statement for this blog is that if you find yourself in a situation that you are having a hard time with your friends because they're starting to go into a different crowd when they have best cards and they're something you're not used to. If you guys have the same situation, whether it's Cardfight Vanguard, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Card Buddy Fight, I guess, card game Buddy Fight, I don't know. I think, what is any card game or any game or any everyday life, please feel free to comment down below. There will be, and then we'll have a discussion about it, because this is like an opening discussion towards everybody. Those who see this video, I just want you guys to know is that I don't have any ill will towards you, but there's some issues that, you know, I felt quite uncomfortable with. Maybe you have your own thoughts about it, maybe you have your own different opinions about it, but, you know, it's nice to get this out in the open because I felt like that maybe there's a reason what I did wrong. So, or you guys ever had your own thoughts about things. So anyways, this is a blog from Dark Moon Tamer, and I hope you guys take care and have a great week and have a great weekend. And I'll catch you guys later with another card fight video up and running on maybe tomorrow. So yeah, have a great day. See you guys later and take care. This is Dark Moon Tamer.